This adventure is in partnership with this young man who is on the Black Community Advisory Board. A little bit about the Black Community Advisory Board. We started in 2020. It was when I started this job, and I created a Black Community Advisory Board, and we have faculty, staff, and students and community members. Bertrand Evans Taylor is one of the student participants on this committee. And we have, on the Black Community Advisory Board, we have student affairs, athletic affairs, faculty affairs, social affairs, which is a part of this event that we're doing. And Bertrand came to me and said that he was applying for a grant. He received a grant from Cecil, and we wanted to do something fabulous for Black History Month. So we decided that, hey, I said, go for it, and he went for it majorly. So if you remember, in January, we started this project with young people coming together to create some artwork. And then we decided that we wanted to kick off Black History Month with having a art exhibit. And this is the DU Community Commons Student Art Gallery. So we got it for the month of February. And so on behalf of the Black Community Advisory Board and a lot of other organizations, but I'll let Bertrand do that, I would like to welcome up Bertrand Evans Taylor.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for coming. This is amazing. We've been planning this since like August. So I'm really glad you all were able to come. Before I get into it, I want to start with a land acknowledgement. And before we open today's event, it is crucial that we first acknowledge that the land on which we occupy is stolen. We further must acknowledge that this was first the land of the Ute, Cheyenne, and Arapaho people, and that Colorado has historically been the home of 48 contemporary indigenous tribes and nations. The land and water that we enjoy today has been stewarded for generations by elders past, present, and future, and we wish to pay respect and gratitude to them. Ashe. And further, we would be remiss to not acknowledge that once the land was stolen, it was developed and built into what we have today by forced slave labor, and largely by Africans brought to America. These coerced contributions have led to the wealth and prosperity that each of us in this nation, though unevenly, benefit from. To the ancestors that have led us here today, relational or proximal, we seek to acknowledge both their pain and their love and say thank you. Ashe. So again, thank you everybody for coming. And really quick, because it's Black History Month, I have to point out that the point people on this event are all products of HBCU. So I really hope y'all feel the HBCU love tonight. HBCU, historically Black college or university. You may know, this has been a journey, and we started, like I said, in August, and at the beginning of January, we had a workshop with the students you'll see today. The art on the walls was made at that workshop, and it was all about teaching Afrofuturism and using that as a jumping point to encourage our young artists in the city to really understand that their voice has power and it has influence, and that what they're doing is the Black history of tomorrow. So I think it went really well. We had 2 days, and we had about a little over 20 people come out over both the days. So what we're going to hear today is expression, is truth. And more than anything else, that's what's important, the expression of truth. And sometimes through art, that's the best way we can do it. And I really hope that you all enjoy this celebration of Black history along with me. So now, I'm going to introduce our MC, Beyla Lahsen. Beyla is a Moroccan, Cameroonian, Spanish-speaking author, speaker, and content creator who seeks to unite generations through her creations. Beyla is a multidisciplinary creator who creatively works with words, art, and lifestyle affirmations. Give it up for her.
Thank you all for being here. I'm so grateful to be back in the school I just graduated. All this black joy and melanin in the room, it's really worth it. So again, thank you for coming here. Thank you for bringing your creations and coming to listen to what we have to offer. I'm gonna take my mask off just so you can hear me. I am marginalized because I am black, not white. I am a woman, not a man. I'm a lesbian, not straight. And I'm not rich, but poor, impoverished. No moolah la la la, if you will. I know that because I am all of these identities and labels, that I have received less appreciation, less consideration, less appreciation and representation, and less care than dominant white men. I know because it takes me twice as long to get to where I need to be, because I don't fit into this society. I don't fit the standard characteristics of powerful, dominant white men. Jeff Bezos. It makes it harder to get into a career that I desire or graduate a program because I don't fit in. They're not sure if I am worthy to be there. I am powerful because I defy expectations. I am strong, and I am constantly in spaces where I break all social expectations meant to keep me out. I know that I am powerful in my intelligence and knowledge. I know that I am breaking social barriers when I'm in the right place to see intelligence of white, dominant knowledge and culture being upheld above black intelligence and knowledge. I am powerful enough to change these spaces for the future black children who won't have to fit into the social expectations of dominant white culture just in order to thrive and survive. This power runs through me as it runs through you and all the future children of our community. And we live and thrive. Thank you.
Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, everyone? How you feeling? It's nice to see y'all. Yeah, doing good. Before we get started into this poetry, we're going to set, the room a little bit. So I agree. So when these young folks and anyone who gets up here tonight, we're just going to have a few ground rules. And those ground rules are very, very simple. So if a lot of people believe that when someone is on the mic, that it is them entertaining the audience, and when in fact it is a mutual exchange of energy. So what the person on the mic gives to you, the audience, give back to the person on the mic, and then you get this symbiotic flow going on slowly but surely. So if you hear something on the mic that you like tonight, feel free to snap your fingers. Everybody snap your fingers. Do your step. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Yeah, it's just like that. If you don't feel like snapping your fingers, you can feel free to rub your hands together, do the Birdman silent hand rub. Go ahead, everybody do it. Yeah, this is a way to show the person on stage, I like what you are saying, but I don't want everybody to know that I like what you are saying, All right, this poem is called Valero Valet. The saying the creeps come out at night is not a myth, is 100% true, filled with sleepwalk stalkers, PM peeping toms, the horny and the homeless. I work the graveyard shift at a gas station. The zombies come and pay me a visit like they can smell the blood on my hands. If a person cares about community, then they will invest themselves in that community. Ever since I started working for the petroleum industry, I've entered people's routines and monotony, daily visits where we develop a relationship with each other. I say good morning as they grunt at me for their coffees and smokes. They track their muddy boots all over my freshly mopped floor and continuously forget what pump they're on. What do you mean? You want 15 on the Subaru? There's 6 Subarus here. This Hourly wage has turned me into the quiet assailant of death. I sit silently as I make sure the soda is stocked, selling high fructose corn syrup by the liters. I feel like the government hustling sugar and gas. I'm a therapist's worst enemy, the enabler, making sure the ice cream is stocked so the lonely can eat their feelings. The stoner's artillery filled with snacks to combat their red eyes and munchies, fluoride in every pack of gum. I sell lottery tickets by the loads. The fiends come and peel the numbers back like they're erasing all the wrongdoing they've ever done. Every shift, a woman comes in and spends a college tuition on crosswords and bingos. I am binge watching this tug of war of you win some, you lose some in this material world. Success is a lottery. You can work harder than anyone else. Cloak yourself with enough hope and good faith, and there won't always be a winning ticket. Sometimes you need to change directions and try a new ride or play the game until there's a big bonanza behind box number 6. My favorite part is the cigarettes, the jumpstart to a person's day. Marlboro Mondays, new pack of Newports by noon, sometimes selling Camels by the carton, hundreds on your lunch break. It's the American spirit. I listen to people explain why they smoke certain cigarettes because it's healthier for them. Is it's absurd. It's claiming that your God is the only God. And by the end of the shift, I am fluent in menthol, a premium packaged product for pollution and profit. Philip Morris is literally making a killing. My sleep schedule promotes both insomnia and narcolepsy, but that doesn't get to me. There's nothing I couldn't handle until one day a high school boy walks in, Kleenex skin tone and buys tea and some candy. His friend, a blunt wrap and some cigarettes. Don't they know the time bomb they strapped on their chest? Angered by the fact in 6 hours there'll be no cause of terror or questioning by the police or interviewing for video footage. Those oblivious boys carelessly escaped their assassination. 40-hour work weeks and nothing is more exhausting than the extinction of my people. It wears on me like a uniform. This convenience store rigor mortis, embalming my spirit with melanin and love, hustling every day until my body becomes fossil fuel. Ashe, thank you. I'm Hakeem Furious.
Come on up here, Marie. Give it up for Marie.
Hi, so I'm Marie Brooks, and I did a piece right here of basically Black community people, workers, families, anyone you can imagine. And on the left is a strand of DNA, and it represents how the boundaries of society and social boundaries hold us back, and so we come together to break them, and it in turn makes us all greater and a bigger person. So yeah.
Yes, this was the artwork, and it's stunning. Thank you so much, Marie. Give it up for Marie. We're going to have art talk with Kaelynn Gomez.
My piece is about clean water. I envision a future with clean water, our Colorado River to be clean, and it's a futuristic notion to have clean water, something that doesn't seem realistic right now.
Thank you, Kaelynn. Clean water, it's something that so many communities are struggling with right now, as we see indigenous communities struggling for water and even our own Black communities struggling for water. It seems like something so simple, water, it's everywhere around us, yet we can't have access to it. This piece, it speaks volumes. Thank you, Kaelynn. Give it up for Kaelynn again. Up next, Dezmond Dukes.
My name's Dez. Yeah. This is a song I wrote called Rise. Hope you enjoy. I made the beat and everything too. It said, in the morning I will rise. It said, in the morning I will rise. In the morning I will rise to see your face. To see your face. The sky is purple with the subtle hint of orange. It seems familiar and yet it feels so foreign. What's my expression is I feel I should explore, and my body speaks to me the things I feel I can't ignore. So in the morning I will rise. In the morning I will rise to see your face. To see your face. So now we're going down to my roots to recuperate, rejuvenate, make it through the day, make it through the day. So now we're going down to the truth. The sun has risen, fix your vision on the sky so blue. Blow, blow, yeah, and in the morning I will rise to see your face. That in the morning I will rise. In the morning I will rise to see your face, to see your face. Yeah, think of my father, do I carry out his will? Or am I just someone selfish? But I know that he's along for the ride, and his consciousness is bleeding through my eyes. He says to try to guide the tide is rather helpless. So in the morning I will rise. In the morning I will rise to see your face. To see your face. Face. He said in the morning. In the morning. You're welcome to sing along. Said in the morning I will rise. In the morning I will rise to see your face. To see your face.
We give it up for Dezmond again. Yeah. All right. So next we have a poem by Skiyla Wihite. Give it up for Skiyla.
So my name is Skiyla, but people call me Sky. And my poem's called The First. The first. Not the second, not the third, and not the fourth, the first. Sad to say, but yes, underrated, not too many concentrating. Been going on before all of our time, a blind leading the blind. You probably heard of Amelia Earhart, but have you heard of Bessie Coleman? Did you know? Stepping into shoes that are not mine, listen to me, you just have to visualize. I remember being in a corner, reading a book because that's all I knew. Hot, open wounds, dripping blood from my hands, been working since 6, this is no way to live. Goals and hopes is one thing, but it's another not being free. Did you know? Had no clue what my future held for me on this path. Sweat trickling down my rich brown skin. Daddy left, I got abandonment issues. I always look to the sky just wanting to fly. Did you know? No one used logic. Bullets are flying, it's a riot. Take cover, the people were saying. We can't keep getting treated like this, said the woman. We stand for what is right, said the man in the yellow. I had to do something. I needed an escape plan. Where can I hide? No light was being shown. Determination, hard work, that's all it takes. All gas, no brakes, no time for no games. Have to make it, make mama proud, live up to the name that she gave me. So yes, yes, the first. Not settling for the second, nor the third, and definitely not coming fourth. So yes, 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 the first. Got my international pilot license in France. First black woman to success, setting examples. A hero, a living icon I was. Wanted to encourage women and African Americans to reach their dreams, be united, let's be a team. Being with the stars, I felt free. This is where I felt most alive. I did it, y'all. This is my chance, I strive, my time to fly. The obstacles that I accomplished hit different, I'm grateful. So many chapters, but we're on the last. No, 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 please don't tell me it's my time. Woman down, another black woman down. Just in the air. Nothing but clouds. She died doing what she loved. April 30th, 1926. It's crazy. It's crazy how the world has its own tricks. Now you know. Roses are red, violets are blue. Romeo, India, Papa. Thank you, guys.
Yes, 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 everything. As a black woman, I agree. Can we give it up for Skiyla again? Thank you.
My name is Amarin. This is my art piece, and I'm gonna kind of explain my inspiration behind it. This is all based on Afrofuturism. While advancing technologies have and continue to intertwine themes originating from the African diaspora in the world today, with this painting, I focused on the current state of society and what we can do to ensure continuity of this progress. African Americans have historically been disadvantaged. Today, a lot of people choose to remain ignorant to those inequities, and others even attempt to passively improve unjust conditions. But looking back on many great activists who have paved the way for progress, they have shown us that silence does not invoke change. By using my voice through art pieces like this, I hope to inspire my peers to stand up for what they believe in despite inevitable adversity. Thank you.
Had a chance to look at her piece, I definitely would. It's worth 1,000 words, to say the least. Next.
Hi, I'm Pierce Bernard. My piece is over here in the black, and so it's called From Start to Finish, and is basically kind of saying how black people have been, around since the start of the human race, and there's no reason why they shouldn't be there throughout the future, and how black people should be represented in the future, and that's the whole point of Afrofuturism. So, I'm just kind of trying to capture this with my piece.
And we will continue to be here past when they think the world is not inhabitable again, because let's be real, Black people started this and we will finish it. Yeah. All right. This next piece we have is a song called Experience This by Nedi Mohammed. Give it up for Nedi, everyone.
My name is Nedi Mohammed. I'm a senior in high school right now. This is kind of new for me right here because I'm mostly like an instrumentalist. I don't really usually vocally perform anything, so. Okay. Can you turn it up a little bit? What does perception mean to you? Gradually, I seem to see everything, the focus of our lens decide what's really billable. Society disguise reminds you of vocal speaker, grounded with closed eyes, saying, I am legion. Dreams ain't nothing but a thing, unless they're ordinary. Until you're locked up in a war that's getting more than hairy. Toughness and roughness, bigger assets than Warren Buffett. It's lovely what you really see. You ain't focused on shooting teams. I hate to generalize, but I learned from the very best. Color decides what others make us paper. The neighborhood we live in, swimming pools and swimming. Kaelynn up the popo, streets out locals pouring up the killing. Whew. Just wow. Look at this place, look at this town. Practically built this up from the very ground. Trying to make me feel like I don't have no place. So when you look through my lens, tell me who's the real disgrace. Wait. But it's not done yet. But it's not done yet. You always feel like it's finished, but somehow it never ends. So let me tell you the truth. Okay, here it is. I try and make a living that's not in federal prison. Everywhere I go, I see the look in their eyes. That man's a killer, straight animal. He's a cannibal, straight out of the Tarantino. I ain't a casino, let me tell you the odds. Our place is likely to die. We're taking out my eyes, and we're equal, right? Massacre is a household word when evil is right. All that we have left is what we take to our death, our fight.
Our next art talk is Nolan Robinson.
My name is Nolan, and this is my piece. It's about a man getting pulled over, and the cop can't see the humanity in him, so he's already kind of dead. And the woman doesn't have a school because he sees the humanity in her, but not him because he's African American. And
The next art talk we have is Shamira Singletary.
Okay, so I'm Shamira, and I did this one, and then I did this one. And they're both talking about the same thing. And I did that one based off a little girl. Like, it was a woman, and like, I made it so like her inner child came out because she's seen Black princesses on TV. And we don't really have a lot of Black princesses, so you know. And then I did that one, yeah, on the same thing, but I made her curly hair and horsey, like tight curls, because we got Zendaya and she's doing her best to represent, but like, you know.
Thank you so much, Shamira. Can we get a round of applause for Shamira? Our next poem is by Hakeem Furious. Give it up for Hakeem.
Y'all been enjoying the show? Yeah? All right, I have this saying. It says, if you ain't clapping, you hating. And I see a lot of haters in the building right now. So, are y'all enjoying the show? Good, yo. All the students, they've been killing it between the art and the performances. Y'all been doing a good job. So, I'm gonna do this last poem for y'all. It should work, but this is called Black Magic, and this epigraph is from Sun Ra, and Sun Ra is a great Afrofuturist, and kind of just fitting our theme of today. So I encourage anyone who hasn't checked out any of Sun Ra's music or his films, you know, go check out some Sun Ra. And this is that. If you find Earth boring, just the same old same thing, come on, sign up for Spaceway Incorporated. If you find Earth boring, just the same old same thing, come on, sign up for Spaceway Incorporated. Me and my niggas put the war in Warlock. Spell casting under the solstice. Dice game transmutation circles, herbs to ritual fire, mixing potions in the back of a Cadillac protected by black cats and black gats. Our co-star coalitions will dap you up and read your palms. Psalms manifesting molecularly, hexes from my exes or a new magic wand, twisted with tourmaline on onyx grid lines. What is ancestral cannot be fooled with smoke and mirrors. Our people defy space and time. Our memories portal jump through our bloodstream. My grandmother could see the future. I was 7. She handed me a notebook and said, "You're going to be a writer." My high school graduation, she gifted me a set of luggage. That's how I ended up in front of you today. We are fulfilling prophecies where I can no longer fetishize my sickness. I must alchemize the venom alkaline, like the way we turn words into money. Or spellcast a crowd in less than a minute. If you find Earth boring, just the same old same thing, come on, sign up for Spaceway Incorporated. If you find Earth boring, just the same old same thing, come on, sign up for Spaceway Incorporated. Ashe, thank you.
And before we close out, we have one student who was able to join us, and this is Anaya Perkins.
Hi, my name is Anaya Perkins-Hamilton, and I did want to speak a little bit on not only my painting, but a lot of things that's been going on today in the Black community. My painting really focuses on how in today, like not even just today, but since the beginning, a lot of times people always wanted to take a part of our culture, or it could be from our hair to our skin tone to the way we talk and act and dress, and try to present it as their own, or try to have it as like, oh, well, I'm from here, so I get to talk this way, so I get to dress this way, so I can look this way, or they'll use references, well, my ancestors also had braids, but they didn't have braids that were, you know, so connected and rooted into our history. And they like to use excuses like that. And there are so many actors today who are getting famous off of just starting on using the way we talk and dress and then making jokes out of it. And then when they're done dressing up as who we are, they can just throw it on the rug and never talk about it. And then people will get mad with saying, oh, well, it was so long ago. Oh, this happened, it was only a couple years ago, they didn't know better. Like Google didn't exist, like books didn't exist. People from today, even in my own schools, will continually talk about how, I'll hear students say, well, it's so long ago, I don't know what you're talking about. When not even 100 years ago, schools were integrated. Not even 100 years ago, not even 70 years ago, we were able to get to where we are now and still fighting for it. I have a friend actually today who I seen against the wall calmly telling the security guard to move out of his way so he can at least kind of talk about whatever they're asking for. He was calm, he was collected, he wasn't doing anything aggressive, yet the officer, may I please just show you what he was doing, and there was another female officer next to him blocking him from exiting. He is literally right here, calmly, his bag in his hand, speaking, he's speaking clearly, and he's telling them, sweating, you can visibly see he's scared. I'm asking him, is he okay? They're like, oh, he's fine. He's not fine if I see him sweating. The officer is standing right here, a grown man, another grown woman, a teacher. Thank you. A teacher standing on the stairwell, other teachers coming down with their things like, oh, we have a situation. He's not doing anything. The security guard is like this, blocking his way. He can't move. He can't do anything. He's not putting his hands on it. Yet they're so in defense mode. I was able to at least take a quick video of what happened to send to his sister and to him to show at least his parents. Because when I was younger, I was put in that predicament because I was accused of cheating in 2nd grade. And the other girl, who was a minority, but again was lighter than me, was doing that when I refused. The teacher automatically thought I was the problem, tried to remove me. It was a whole situation when it shouldn't be. And again, I'm 8. I'm 7 years old, confused, and why the adults are pushing me out. And I don't just sit there and stand, I move with the class because I know I'm not the problem. Yet I have another grown woman, another minority, grabbing my hand tightly. I'm telling her to let me go. She's hurting me. So I gently, as again, a 7, 8-year-old girl, probably 4, 8, kicks her in the shin to let me go, and I run off because I'm scared. They bring other security guards, other teachers to kind of corner me in a classroom because, again, I'm scared. They wait and finally call my auntie, who was able to come down there and all her anger in a calmly manner to try to help calm me down. I'm in restraints and handcuffs, again, only 7 to 8 years old, confused and scared. I don't want to be let go. They ask us why we're scared. They ask us why we are afraid of, armed force, why we don't really want to call them on time when we're in danger, when this is what we've been embedded in memory from stories, family members, and from our own experiences before the age of 10 of people in authority and people with weapons. And I know that does somehow, you may think, stray away from the way they use our blackness as costumes, but it doesn't. Because they like to use what we have and what we can somehow give to them and then dismiss us when we're done with it. They'll take the darkness of our skin tone or the lightness and pin it against us and see who's better than. And people were saying, well, you guys are doing black on black crime, this and that, when it's rooted in one thing, to pin us against each other, not to help each other. And it's really frustrating having the same question and same debate that's been going on for over 100 years about, well, why are you guys so angry? Why are you guys so fighting so hard when this is what we've been fighting for our entirety of our lives before we even existed, and it's not fair.
Which painting is yours?
My painting is Our Blackness is Not a Costume, and it is right next to the one with Earth and the one with the scared man with the police officer who's the devil, right in the middle.
The next poem we have is called Sorry Not Sorry by Ashlyn Salazar. Give it up for Ashlyn, everybody.
Hey, y'all. So I got a compliment told by me that I am a multidisciplinary artist. So I've been using that a lot. It's in all of my Instagram bios. But what that really means is I make poems, I dance, I sing, and I draw. And my poems is stuff, my outlet that I use when I'm like sad or I'm angry, and I'm angry a lot. So this poem is what I had when I was really angry and I had to channel it somewhere. And why not challenge it, like channel it through the struggles of being a Black woman? So I made this poem to at least talk about the critiques of being a Black woman and also have at least one Black woman in this room relate to what I'm saying. So this is Sorry Not Sorry, the Apologies of a Black Woman, which is an apology letter and a screw you. I apologize for the way my skin glows in the sun, glittering like diamonds, melting like caramel, deep and entrancing as the Milky Way. But I will not apologize for the hate you feel when you see it. I apologize for the way my hair grows to the heavens, ever-changing like weather, blinding like halos, thick and lively as the Amazon rainforest. but I will not apologize for the hate you feel when you see it. I apologize for the way my style shows versatility, jaw-dropping like art, undying like plagues, creative and iconic as the Northern Lights. But I will not apologize for the hate you feel when you see it. I apologize for the way my body is shaped like an hourglass, demanding like laws, rippling like waves, graceful yet strong like the Niagara Falls. But I will not apologize for the hate you feel when you see it. Was it my will or my determination? Or the way my tone changes ever so slightly when I pick up a phone? Did my presence bother you so much when I'm sleeping peacefully in the comfort of my own home? Wouldn't I'm sorry suffice for the temper I have when I see pale Becky's rocking box braids, slipping the N-word into conversation seamlessly, saying they support me with a black box on Instagram, but demonize black men while having mixed babies? I'm sorry. To the men of my race that don't want me too dark, too light, too thin, too thick, too loud, not submissive enough. I'm sorry to the women who died with no justice: Melissa Williams, Natasha McKenna, Pamela Turner, Breonna Taylor, Ma'Khia Bryant. I'm sorry to her especially, a 16-year-old with her life ahead of her. She was met with the barrel of a gun before college applications, and she was my age. I'm sorry to the women that I could not mention. Just know that I'm thinking of you in the back of my head. The media might be pushing you down, but I am thinking of you. I'm sorry to my sister who I have to grow up into this world. At least she won't go through the relaxers, the identity crisis, the microaggressions. The question, are you even black? When talking about her intelligence, she won't go through that alone. I'm sorry that I did not watch Friday or Boys in the Hood, that I prefer alternative music to rap. I'm sorry that I did not realize that Boondocks was a show and not a place until junior year. I'm sorry that I cannot fit into your stereotypes. I'm sorry for my existence. I'm sorry that I'm apologizing for my existence. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm tired, sick and tired for apologizing for my existence. I'm done. So I will not apologize for the hate you feel when you see me. Thank you.
Yeah, that's right. Continue. That was good. Yeah. And I don't think not just one black woman resonated with that. I think we all felt that. Yeah. So give it up for her again.
So thank you everyone for coming. And honestly, I'm blown away. The art on the wall, thank you. And really quickly, Jacqueline Withers. These are her murals and these are her paintings. She's here today and I just want to give her a special thanks. And I think, yeah, and I think I saw Alan come in. So that's our Alan Brooks. He did these posters right here. He's a comic book writer, and he helped us teach the students of, did you want to say?
So my name is Jacqueline Withers. I am a renowned artist, painting over 200 murals. I've done over close to 1,000 exhibits. I am from Chicago, Illinois, so that's why some of you don't know who I am. But they know me in Illinois. So I also was great to have a part of working with the kids on their arts and their textures and how to tell their story. And I noticed that they were able to do all that. I'm also an educator, a teacher. I run the foundation of the Bessie Coleman, one of my aviators. They're Betsy Coleman Fly Girls. And we do have males, so we had to change it to Bessie Coleman Fly Girls and Boys. And what that entails is that we actually teach your student how to fly. Ashley has flown many times. Pierce has flown. The object is that black people can do anything that they want to do. Okay, just like Bessie Coleman, and then turn around and you look at the Tuskegee Airmen that some of you don't even know. It's kind of sad. because they had to go through the racism. They had to go through that. But did they give up? No, they did not give up. They're the reason that we all are here to be able to do some of the things that we're doing now. I will share with you, you know, God is so amazing for all of us when things happen, and I never thought this year that I would be called, thank you, to do the art, but not only that, to recognize and tell the Black history and the stories that you don't even know, which don't even make any sense, especially with the history that lived down the street from you. You don't know your neighbors. And some of them you don't know, and reality is here to help you. So if any of you want to talk to me later about the program, I am registering new students a little bit everywhere that I will be doing. But all I'm going to say is this. Look at your leadership and your foundation of who you are, and know that you are of value, and the value is you. Because if somebody else can come out and make money off of you, I beg to differ that. I can make my own money. I can have my own business. These students learn how to publish their own book. I don't get a damn, but they get a check. How about that? Started from 8 years old up to 18. And some of those things I'm just saying tonight, thank you, because some of you don't know. It's more to the pieces. And once you put all the ingredients, you can sell that apple pie over 1,000 times plus that. So I hope you take away here tonight what you have learned from the students. And like I said, it has been great. The mural over there is one of my first murals I did honoring the Tuskegee Airmen. You will see signatures of the original Tuskegee Airmen. Some of you probably haven't met in person, but Jacqueline has. So at the top, we have Lieutenant Colonel James Harvey, first Top Gun. Now, how many watched Tom Cruise, first Top Gun? Did you know we had blacks who were first Top Gun? Raise your hand if you know who they are. Well, because you're in the group. But you need to know this. We have one living Tuskegee Airman. He's 98 years old. That's our first Top Gun. And they hid the trophy that 5 of them won. And it took a cleaning woman. You know we know how to clean. We took a cleaning woman to find that trophy hidden under a rug. And now the story is out. So please, get back into your Black history and learn who these people are, because they live right next door to you and you don't even know who they are. Thank you.
Hey, y'all. I'm not going to talk a long time. I was just asked to say something. My name is R. Allen Brooks. I drew the superheroes, the Black women superheroes over there. I write comic books for a living. I teach comic book writing at Regis University. And what I want to say to y'all is, as much as you can make your own vision of yourself in the future, it's important, because we have a legacy of other people defining our visions of ourselves, right? So we have all these sci-fi stories, comic books, music, vision in the future, but ain't no Black people in it, right? But whatever artistic voice, whatever creative voice you have, I encourage you to use it to create your own vision of yourself. I personally have seen enough slave movies for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, that story's been told, I know it, but I'm looking forward to seeing more Black stuff that doesn't involve trauma, that doesn't involve us suffering, where we just get to see us being ourselves and living our best lives. So I encourage you, if you have any creative, whatever idea you have, do that mug, do it and make it happen. That's it, thank you guys, I appreciate it.
One of the things I want you to understand is the group that we're dealing with are high school students. So all of the people that you heard today, except for the 2 adults, were high school students who took their time to create the information that we saw today. So we thank you for supporting them, and we will continue to try to do endeavors like this throughout the year at DU.
And we do have a few students who are a bit younger than high school. And so I just want to point out, like, here we are at DU, University of Denver, and I've heard better comments about what we experience, not just February, all year, than I've heard in some of my college classrooms. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that because y'all helped us show them what we're doing, how we feel, and that it's not collegiate, it's not advanced, it's how people have to live. And so thank you. Thank you to everybody for coming. And I have a specific list of people to thank because I could not have done this alone. So of course, Dr. Jordan Fields, the Black Community Experience Coordinator. She isn't here today, but Brittany Fields, she is the curator. She helped us put all of this together. Without her, we wouldn't have been able to have this gallery happen. J.C. Futrell, who was just in here, but he, like I said, is the Associate Director of Community and Learning at the Denver Art Museum, and he was gracious enough to help us facilitate the workshop at the Denver Art Museum. And like I said earlier, we will be having a poetry slam February 24th. Poetry slams are a little bit different than poetry jams. This was a lot more freeform, and poetry slams will be a competition with 3 minutes, and everyone will be going with no music. So it will be a different form of expression, but it will be incredible. So I hope everyone comes. I want to thank Lavidia Evans-Taylor. She helped us with the workshop. Again, Miss Jacqueline Withers and R. Allen Brooks. In addition to Bianca Mekon and Hakeem Furious for not just performing, but also helping us instruct the poets. And also Brian Schreckinger, who has worked tirelessly to make sure that we can have this space and that they're not serving food out of this space right now. In addition to the Denver Art Museum, the Center for Community Engaged Scholarship and Learning, the DU4D Experience, the Black Community Advisory Board, and Black Community Initiatives, and my lovely wife, Shanice. So everyone, thank you for coming, and I hope everyone's able to get home safely. If that's everything, actually. So thank you all, and please take some time to look around, and have a good evening.